wife, Grazyna snaps. I deserve respect. Respect? You're a great piece of ass, and you can be fun, but never forget that I can replace you with another two-bit whore in a flash. She has no idea what a two-bit horror is in this context. Even her excellent English left her unprepared for the waves of Americanisms that weren't covered in her formal language training, but she suspects it is an insult. You're nothing, he continues as he squeezes her breasts painfully. You're here because of these. Then he reaches around to grab her rear in both hands so he can rub himself against her while he puts his lips to her ear. And this. Grazyna recoils as he pulls her tighter, lifts her off her feet, and forces a knee between her legs as he grinds. I've had enough of your little princess bullshit, Grizz. Start behaving like a proper wife. I figured people in the old country still taught their women how to do that, for Christ's sake. Guess not. So I'll damn well teach you what's expected of a good Wyoming country wife. He suddenly releases her, letting her crash to the floor on her tailbone. The tears come in earnest as she stares up at him in horror, while he grabs her Valentino Garavani purse, yanks out her wallet, and rips out her credit cards and bank card. He pauses, then takes her passport as well. If you're a good girl, maybe you'll get these back. If not, well... Grazyna watches helplessly as he walks away. What is she going to do? She has next to no money of her own. The realization of how utterly dependent she is on Mark hits home full force. How has she gotten herself into this position? More importantly, is there a way out? 2. I walk out of my office in search of coffee a few minutes after 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning and find my partner and our receptionist chatting in the lobby of Brooks & Valenti, paupers at law. I, Tony Valenti, am listed last on our masthead, coming a close second behind my partner, Penelope Brooks, who is the only other lawyer employed here. We've already said our good mornings, so I head straight to the Mr. Coffee machine. No idea what this is about? Penelope asks as I pour. Not a clue, and the curiosity is killing me, I reply. Guess you'll know soon enough. True enough. Peter Zaluski, the former village manager of Cedar Heights, Illinois, the modest Chicago suburb where I live and work, has made an appointment to see me on a family matter. Why on earth Zaluski, a man I helped force out of office a couple of years ago, is considering hiring Brooks & Valenti is beyond me. But, as Penelope says, I'll know in 20 or 30 minutes. Do you know where he's working nowadays? She asks. Nope. Haven't heard a thing about him since the night he lost the village manager job. Maybe he's coming to off me? I suggest with a grin. Not funny, partner. You tend to put yourself in jeopardy a little more often than I like. I spread my hands expansively. But I'm still alive and kicking. So far, Tony. So far. Not that talking about my potential demise isn't a fun way to start the work week, I say with a wink. But let's talk about something else. How was your weekend? Did you and Becky do anything interesting? Went out for dinner, went for a hike, did our usual Sunday dinner with Mom. Becky is Penelope's partner. Mom is Joan Brooks, who works in our office. Joan is our receptionist/legal assistant/paralegal/office mother. She earned her legal chops working in the office of her father, a local judge in rural Kansas. Mother and daughter are solid 5-foot-tall dynamos imbued with bushels of country smarts and wholesomeness. A day seldom goes by during which I fail to coax a smile and laugh out of Joan, who is nowhere near as taciturn as she likes to let on. I follow Penelope into Joan's reception area and make a beeline for the coffee pot. Your daughter is a little concerned that my 10 o'clock client may be coming to harm me, Joan. You won't let that happen, right? She perks up. Will he be armed? I top off my mug and shrug. I don't know. You'll check when he arrives? Of course I will, Mr. Valenti. If he isn't armed, I'll lend him a gun. I'm thinking a shotgun to get it over with quickly. My eyes cut to Penelope. We pay for this insolence? Penelope laughs and says, she does other stuff, too. I poke my bottom lip out in a pout as I empty 2 Splenda packets and a couple of cream.